began the show with Raiders March from the 1981 Steven Spielberg classic film, Raiders of the Lost Ark. This familiar music by John Williams remains one of the absolute best adventure themes of all time. Our next song is the theme song from a television show about a bumbling secret agent assigned to Boyle's Chaos's latest plans to take over the world. Invariably, Maxwell Smart's bumbling detective style lands him in hot water. But, lucky for him, his faithful assistant, 99, is there to bail him out. I'm sure some of us remember watching that show on television. The next theme song is from the wildly popular drama series that aired in England and on PBS that became the most viewed television period drama in 30 years. I myself have watched the whole series about 3 times already. Created by Julian Fellows, Downton Abbey is about the trials, triumphs, and tribulations of the Crawley family and the colorful lives of those who serve the great house. The suite, arranged here by Douglas E. Wagner, begins with the song, "Did I Make the Most of Loving You?" which you know as the familiar opening of each episode. I love that show. And I love the band's rendition of the music. On the night of May 16th, 1943, Wing Commander Guy Gibson led a squadron of the Royal Air Force on an audacious bombing raid to destroy 3 dams in the Ruhr Valley, the industrial heartland of Germany. The dams were fiercely protected, but the 617th Squadron had a secret weapon, the bouncing bomb. Our next selection is from this movie, The Dam Busters, and it reflects the excitement of this grand operation. Special thanks to Mr. Don Embree, our co-conductor, for conducting that very uplifting music.
1, 2. So, welcome everybody. Are you enjoying the show so far? That's awesome. We have a special thing that we have not done before, but we're doing it today because one of the members of our band has her daughter here today, and she's celebrating her 4th birthday. So we are going to celebrate. Ta-da! Here it comes. Melody's 4th birthday. Where are you, Melody? There's the birthday girl there. The proud mama's on trombone there. We're going to play Happy Birthday, and you are all welcome to sing along.
Happy birthday, Melody. Oh, to be 4 again. That'd be nice. We have a special selection that we're going to do just for you in honor of your birthday. The 53rd Disney animated feature film is inspired by Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale, The Snow Queen. It tells the story of a fearless princess who sets off on a journey alongside a rugged iceman, his loyal reindeer, and a naive snowman, to find her estranged sister whose icy powers have trapped their kingdom in eternal winter. Oh no. This overnight movie sensation is described as one of Disney's best films. And these magnificent songs you will hear today in honor of Melody. That was awesome. The Flintstones began as an animated sitcom with a primetime slot on ABC on September 30th, 1960. That was a long time ago. I was 2 days old. Taking place in the Stone Age, the show follows the lives of Fred and Wilma Flintstone, their pet dinosaur, what was his name? Dino. Baby girl named Pebbles, right? Best friend and neighbor? Barney Rubble, and his wife, Betty, yeah. With super strong adopted baby boy named? Right. Okay. So, we're going to present to you the Flintstones, but before, if we want to get the band started, we need to do Fred's. That's it. Okay, all together. Yabba dabba doo. Who doesn't remember watching that cartoon at lunch with a bowl of soup and a grilled cheese sandwich, right? Carousel is the second musical by the team of Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein. This musical takes place on the Maine coastline and is a story of romance between Carousel Barker, Billy Bigelow, and Julie Jordan that goes tragically wrong, but in the end, like all great classics, it has a happy ending. Richard Rogers later wrote that Carousel was his favorite of all his musicals.
If I loved you, time and again I would try to say all I'd want you to know. If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way, round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in a mist of day, never, never to know how I love you. If I loved you. When I married Mr. Snow, the flowers be buzzing with the hum of bees, the birds will make a racket in the choo-choo trees. When I married Mr. Snow, then I'll kiss him so he'll know that everything will be as right as right can be, living in a cottage by the sea with me. For I love that Mr. Snow, that bold and daring, big and daring but your creepers have been hugging the jeepers out of all the morning glories on the fence, because it's June, 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 just because it's June, June, June. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the storm. At the end of a storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of the lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, garment winds be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll Thank you.
Okay, sorry. I'm wearing multi-hats here tonight, or today. Okay. This movie franchise originated with the Pirates of the Caribbean theme ride attraction, which opened in Disneyland in 1967, and was one of the last Disney theme park attractions overseen by Walt Disney. Disney based the ride on pirate legends and folklore, which led to a series of 5 fantasy swashbuckler films that follow the adventures of Captain Jack Sparrow, Will Turner, and Elizabeth Swann. We now present the music from Pirates of the Caribbean. we're going to do one more song and then take a short intermission. But before we do, I realized I forgot to actually introduce the conductor and leader of the band. I introduced Don Embree, the other conductor, but I forgot to introduce Mr. Dan Shaer, our conductor and leader of the Trenton Citizens Band. I shouldn't have forgotten because he is my husband after all. Okay, so this last...
Hold on for a sec. Right. On that note, can I hear a big round of applause for our MC and vocalist, Wendy Shaer?
Thank you. Thank you.
So yesterday, we had an amazing experience. We played for about 560 students here. This place was packed, absolutely packed, with teachers and students and that. And man, were they an appreciative audience? Would that be the right word?
Enthusiastic.
Very, very enthusiastic. But you guys are pulling your weight. I will tell you, but it was a wonderful experience. And, you know, the kids went out totally pumped up on live music. And we did this to bring the reality to them of that these movies, click frame.
Okay. Here we go.
That there's musicians behind all of this. All the video games these kids play and the movies and the TV shows they watch, there are studio musicians playing this music. And that's one of the reasons we wanted to do this, was to celebrate those musicians and all the work that goes in, and you'll never see their names in the credits of the movie. One of my pet peeves, because they should be there. Anyway.
I agree. Okay, our last selection, Jesus Christ Superstar, is a sung-through rock opera with music by Andrew Lloyd Webber and lyrics by Tim Rice. It is loosely based on the Gospel's accounts of the last week of Jesus' ministry on earth. Anyway, the American musical drama film starring Ted Neely was a huge box office success and a must-see every Easter for all of its fans. So we'll now play the music from Superstar. going to take a very short break, give our players a little bit of a rest. That makes me want to go home and watch those movies. There we go. Dan says it's good for a girls' night, but what does he know? Welcome back to the Trenton Citizens Band Spring Concert, featuring all your favorite movie and TV show themes. We open with highlights from Mamma Mia, which is a jukebox musical romantic comedy film based on the songs of the pop group ABBA. Our next selection is from another Disney classic that was based on the life of a Powhatan woman named Pocahontas and her encounters with English colonial settlers, and in true Disney fashion, her romance with Captain John Smith. The depiction of this brave young woman as an empowered heroine was the model for future Disney films, including Frozen. Here are selections from Pocahontas. Okay, we're now going back to an American comedy television show with the theme song from one of our conductor's favorite shows. He watched it growing up faithfully and has seen the reruns numerous times and even bought the video set. It's no surprise that this was one he had to conduct for this concert. A little TCB history. This was the first drum solo that Dan ever played in the band when he was about 10 or 11 years old. Perhaps the funniest show of its type ever made about fictional hilarity in a German POW prison camp. Ladies and gentlemen, Hogan's Heroes. That was awesome. Our next selection is another Disney musical, and I have to say that I don't think I've ever watched a Disney movie I didn't like or love the music of it. This one was written by composer Elton John and lyricist Tim Rice, with a score by Hans Zimmer, who wrote a lot of the scores for the Disney movies. This one he won an Academy Award for Best Original Score, a Golden Globe, and 2 Grammys. The Lion King was the first Disney animated feature to be an original story rather than be based on an already existing work, and was inspired by the lives of Joseph and Moses from the Bible and William Shakespeare's Hamlet. Here is the music from The Lion King, arranged by John Higgins, and believe me, you will be wowed. Yeah, I told you you'd be wowed. That was amazing. Okay, Midway, with its all-star cast, tells the story of this historic June battle where a Japanese carrier, in an attempt to occupy Midway Island and lure the American fleet to destruction, was met valiantly by U.S. forces. The Midway March, written by John Williams, is one of the most riveting and powerful marches ever heard on the silver screen. Okay, we're going to leave Disney for this song. We're going to DreamWorks Animation. It comes a surprising tale about growing up, finding the courage to face the unknown, and how nothing can ever train you, there's a clue, to let go. What began as an unlikely friendship between an adolescent Viking and a fearsome night fury dragon has become 3 epic adventures spanning their lives. Music from How to Train Your Dragon, arranged by Sean O'Loughlin, really captures the essence of the Viking traditions and folklore. Okay, now we're, sorry, go ahead.
I am so lucky. I've got to tell you, I have the best seat in the house. And I appreciate that every day. Aren't they doing a great job? Wow. Wow. And that's after playing a show yesterday. I'm surprised they're still awake.
Yeah, they're amazing. Okay, now we're going to lift off to outer space. This next piece is from an American epic space media franchise created by George Lucas. The first one in 1977 led to 11 films that expanded into other media, including television, video games, novels, comic books, and theme park attractions. It depicts the adventures of characters a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, and includes Imperials, aliens, droids, Jedis, and Ewoks, to name a few. You know what it is. Here are selections from the Star Wars saga. Okay, we're going to go back to Disney Studios with our last Disney selection, Alladin, which was released in 1992 to critical and commercial success, becoming the highest grossing film animated feature to reach the $500 million mark. Alladin earned 2 Academy Awards for its soundtrack, composed by Alan Menken, with lyrics by Howard Ashman and Tim Rice. So, hang on to your carpets, everybody. We're going to go on a magic carpet ride.
Are you about to tell them this is the last song?
Yeah, but you go ahead.
Yeah. So this is the last song in the show. I hope you've had a good time tonight, or this afternoon. So we sure have. Thank you very much. I'm going to let Wendy tell you about the song, but I need to give a little pitch here. If you know how to play a musical instrument, or you know somebody that does know how to play a musical instrument, or you know somebody that wants to play a musical instrument, we have this band for the more experienced players, and starting in September, we're going to have a starter band for people that want to learn to play, or maybe played in high school but haven't played in a while. And you can get a hold of us through our Facebook page or through any member of the band. But thank you very much for coming. It means an awful lot to us. Take it away, Wendy.
Okay. Well, I'd just like to say special thanks to the members of the Trenton Citizens Band for their skills and tireless dedication. And also thank you to our amazing and talented conductors, Dan Shaer and Don Embree. And special thanks to all the folks here at the Maranatha, especially our tech crew. Thank you. Okay, this family-friendly retelling of Joseph from the Bible's book of Genesis, with familiar themes and catchy music, is a sung-through musical with lyrics by Tim Rice and music by Andrew Lloyd Webber. Many versions hit the stage over the years, both professional and amateur, over 20,000 from schools alone. But most well-known version was the 1999 direct-to-video film starring Donny Osmond. So for our finale, we present to you Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
And I should mention that this gentleman's not walking out on the band right now. This is Kyle, who plays tuba, and Kyle and Wendy are going to be featured as vocalists on this number.
Some folks dream of the wonders they'll do before their time on this planet is through. Some just don't have anything planned. They hide their hopes and their heads in the sand. Now I don't say who is wrong, who is right, but if by chance you are here for the night, then all I need is an hour or two to tell the tale of a dreamer like you. Back mentioned centuries ago, not long after the Bible began, Jacob lived in the land of Canaan, a fine example of a family man. Jacob and sons depended on farming to earn their keep. Jacob and sons spent all of his days in the field with sheep. Jacob was the founder of a whole new nation, thanks to the number of children he had. He was also known as Israel, but most of the time his sons and wives called him Dad. Jacob and sons, men of the soil and the sheep and crook. Jacob and sons, a remarkable family in anyone's book. Jacob and sons, Jacob and sons, Jacob and sons, Jacob and sons.
close my eyes to see for certain. I open the curtain for what I thought I knew. Far, far away, someone was weeping, but the world was sleeping. Any dream will do. Crash of drums, a flash of light, my golden cloak flew out of sight. Colors faded into darkness, I was left alone. May I return to the beginning, the light is dimming, and the dream is too. The world and I, we are still waiting, still hesitating. Any dream will do. Any dream will do. Well, I was wandering along by the banks of the river, waiting to save it pack cows. Came up the Nile.
Top you out the water, top you out the
And
water.
right behind the fine healthy animals came 7 other cows that were skinny and wild.
Top you out the water, top you out.
Oh, well, the penguins ate the penguins, which I thought of doing good.
Top you out the water, top you out the
But it didn't make it better like such a monster stopped by should.
top you out the water, top you out.
Oh, well, those tin ones were as tin as they ever be. Oh, well, this dream has got me baffled. Hey, Joseph, won't you tell me what it means? Hey, Joseph, won't you tell Pharaoh what it means? Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Close every door to me, hide all the world from me, bar all my windows and shut out the light. Do what you want with me, hate me and laugh at me, darken my daytime and torture my night. If my life were important, I would ask, shall I live or die? But I know the answers lie far from this world. Close every door to me, keep all I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone, for I know I shall find my own peace of mind. For I know we've been promised a land of our own.
Again, and the reason is that Lance does not know this, so it's not his fault. But Wendy does a shtick on her microphone in this, so if you can turn her up. So pretend you didn't hear that. Step on 2 and 4. Yes, and feel free to snap on 2 and 4. 1 and 3, you will be asked to leave.
There he is, the Pink Panther. Excuse me, Mr. Panther, what's so funny? Must be pretty funny. What's that film you're looking at? Can we see? Ah, come on, Mr. Panther. Won't you show us? Awesome, thanks. Mr. Panther, that was pretty funny.
Social media, Facebook. We have our own YouTube channel. Yeah, we're sophisticated. We have a website that is about 13 years out of date, but we're working on it. Does anybody know the password to the website? Anyway, thank you very much for coming.